Welcome back. Those were our online contributors. We're now joined by a legal practitioner, Timi Tokwe Atiba. Tokwe, thanks for coming on the program this afternoon.
Thanks, Victor. It's always a pleasure.
So first and foremost, what's the legal implication of this whole withdrawal of the Speaker's security details?
Actually, I think that removing the speaker's security details is more of a witch hunting thing. You get the legal implication. Well, there's really no provision that says that the president or any political office holder should have security details. But this is what we can describe as the practice procedure, or this is the norm. Because these are people that have privileges, and then definitely they are people that should be secured. If people in his caliber, or people of his caliber, other political office holders, have their security details attached to them, why should somebody, the number 4 man of the state, now have his security details withdrawn just because he decides to move to another political party? That is where the problem is. It's not the first time that somebody will leave his political party. We've seen this happen in different other, instances, that even members of the House, governors, have changed political parties. They did not have their security details removed, or they did not just strip them bare. What has happened now is that the police have usurped the powers of the courts. Because the role of the police is to enforce the law, not to interpret the law. That is the role of the court. Now, if you have unilaterally decided that, okay, now I've interpreted the law, that is the IG of police. I've interpreted the law, and I believe that Section 68, by virtue of Section 68 of the Constitution, this man is no longer a member of the House of Representatives, not even the Speaker. Because if you have interpreted Section 68, that because he has defected from his party, he should vacate his seat, that means he's no longer a member of the House. That is the implication of what the IG of police has done. And I don't believe that the IG of police can do this if he doesn't have, the backings of the powers that be.
But what do you think? I mean, let's put the legal perspective now on one side. What do you think? Because if you look at it, even when Vice President, then Atiku Abubakar left the PDP to the AC, then now defunct, I think he also had similar problems. So if it happened to the Vice President, number 2 man, why is it different for the number 4 man?
Okay, well, it's a PDP thing. They have a track record of doing that then, When Atiku Abubakar was the Vice President of Obasanjo, when he also defected or decamped from the PDP, we saw what happened to him. The president, we chanted him till the last day. So I think it's a PDP thing. If you cannot be tolerant of other people, other political parties, then probably we should just move to a one-party state. If that is what the presidency wants, then probably the government, the country should move to a one-party state. If somebody cannot exercise his right to move from one political party to the other, even if you now say that the speaker moving from APC to PDP is against the constitution, go to court. Go to court. Let the rule of law be our guiding principle. What is right, and what is wrong is what is wrong. If it is wrong, the courts will interpret it. That, okay, probably you say there is no division. I know that some courts have already ruled that there is a division in the PDP. But in this instance, the court might decide to say that there is no division presently. So I think that it's a PDP, it's the PDP's style of governance. It is just their usual, intolerant attitude to other political parties. But then, I hope that with, the speaker has already filed a case in court. We hope that they will allow the rule of law take its course, basically.
All right, so now the speaker actually ruled that the House should go on recess till December the 3rd. I mean,
yes.
So what if something comes up? Because we're actually paying them, they're using taxpayers' money to pay them to make laws, and then they're going on recess from now till December the 3rd. Is that the right action for him to take?
Well, this is another side of the coin.
Yeah.
It is probably politically expedient for him.
For him?
For him.
Okay. Not for the country?
No, not for the country. Because definitely, if issues come up that need to be deliberated on the floor of the House, I would expect the Speaker to reconvene the House. in fact, in going on recess now, between now and December, I really don't see the need for it. If you adjourn proceedings, we are in November now, but you adjourn proceedings from October all the way to December. For what reason particularly? So I think it's just something that is politically expedient for him personally, not necessarily in the interest of the country at large. But like I also said, if very, very, very urgent or emergency issues come up, I expect that the speaker will reconvene the House.
If he reconvenes the House. Well, we'll see how that plays out in the coming days. Of course, that's till December the 3rd. But for now, thank you for coming on the program. Timi Tokbai Atiba, legal practitioner and social commentator. That's where we are. December the 3rd is when the House will resume. What happens then? Time will tell. But for now, we'll take a break, and when we return, we'll look at your tweets as well as your comments on our social media platforms, Google as well as Facebook. Join us after this break.
Kano State Governor's declaration for president at the old parade ground in Abuja tops the chart from the bottom, as it is the 5th most viewed video in the past week. At number 4, Nasarawa State Governor's spoof Shoki dance continues to interest Nigerians.
You have seen the reason why we moved.
Governor Amechi's stand that the president is not his brother during a rally of the All Progressives Congress is at the number 3 spot.
He is not my brother. My brother is the man who delivers on the service for me. Right?
Coming in at number 2 is the confirmation that the security details of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Aminu Tambuwal, have been withdrawn by his media aide, Imam.
The people who ask those security to leave their duty posts are actually doing what we call an affront to the constitutional authority in the country.
And at number 1 is the Speaker announcing his defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress.
This to all of you, the passion to extend provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and having regards to the development in my home state, Sokoto State, I want to hereby formally notify all of you of my membership of the All Progressive Congress.
Well, that's all we can take on the viewer participation segment of the program. The All Progressives Congress and the Speaker, Aminu Tambuwal, have sued the federal government over what the party describes as a usurpation of the role of the judiciary by the Inspector General of Police, especially bearing in mind that the question of the interpretation of Section 68, subsection 1G of the Constitution, that's 1999, as amended, on which the IG has anchored his illegal act, is currently before the courts for resolution. The onus now lies on the judiciary to clear the air over this controversy. We draw the curtains on this note and continue online through the social media addresses showing on your screen. Until I see you next week, I am Victor Matthias.